Athens has a huge thrift scene, but let's be honest, some of these stores are straight up tourist traps and others are actually hidden gold mines. Today I'm testing 5 out of the most popular thrift stores in the city and I'm rating each one based on price range, price transparency, quality, condition of clothes, variety of clothes, man and women section, vibes atmosphere, location accessibility, and try-on friendliness. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which stores are worth your time and which ones you should walk right past. Let's go. Okay, the first shop we're going to is yesterday's bread. I am extra professional today. I wear a tie for you. All the vintage stores, they're all like in a very similar area. They're all connected and located in the middle, in the center of Athens. But yeah, first we're gonna check out yesterday's bread. Okay, this shop is very warm and inviting. It is a curated secondhand shop and it was 5 minutes after it opened already very busy and the stuff was extremely friendly and funny as well as helpful. The prices range from like 10 to 70 euros I would say, but the products of each category were somewhat in the same price range. In general though, it's on the rather pricier side, considering that it's secondhand. What I loved about the store was that except for a few shoes, all the products had clear and easy to find price tags. The clothes were in great condition and they had something of everything. I like that they had the lockers with like specific kinds of clothes inside, and I think women and men sections were also equal, which I love. The atmosphere was great, the try-on friendliness was also high with good light and big and clean mirrors. The only thing is it's not in the center, so depending on your location it might be a bit far, but it's definitely worth the trip. Okay, so that was an overall very good experience. I'm now going to the next one, V for Vintage, because it's only 500 meters away from this one, so I'm walking there, it's like 7 minutes. No, it was great. Like, it was very good. There were even some things I really wanted to buy or at least to try on, but I was like, oh fuck, I have so many vintage stores now. I'm not gonna buy anything in the first one I see. Overall, I'm very happy. That was a great store and I felt like the vibe was very good and it kind of energized me and made me happy because everybody was joking, everybody was fun. And here we are in V for Vintage. When you arrive, you'll be kindly greeted by the girls who run the store. I think it's only girls. They're very expressive in their style and honestly, for me, somehow a bit intimidating. When I was there, apparently they had no light in the back due to a technical issue, and in general, the prices were high. Again, it's curated, but there's nothing that's a cheap find, I would say, since it's secondhand. Many things cost like 30 euros and price transparency is something they should really work on, because sometimes I couldn't find the price tag and other times there was a price tag without the price. The quality was good, I'd say. I saw some people complaining in the ratings on Google, but I didn't find very low quality things. Plus they tailor many things themselves and have like their own collections of clothes and accessories, which I support. They had a huge variety of clothes, however only little things for men. The vibes were good but a bit chaotic, I would say, though good to reach since it's on a busy main street with many bus lines. The try-on friendliness, I mean, the mirror they had was more so decoration than a real mirror. I remember from another time I was there that they have like a second mirror, but I couldn't really see it when I was there, and the change rooms were, well, just boxes to change. No mirror, nothing to sit, and they felt honestly a bit dirty. But okay. What I also want to say about this shop is like, there was a lot of stuff inside, okay? Many women, and I don't know, but sometimes when there are too many staff members, I feel pressured. It was not like they would like talk to me the whole time or approach me the whole time and annoy me. They didn't do that at all. But yet I felt watched, you know what I mean? Okay, so we're now on our way to Piracy Vintage after this semi-good shop, I would say. In general, it was good, but I prefer something that's also more for men, of course, but like, I don't know, it was just an okay experience. I'm looking forward to the next one and see how it is. Okay, this store has right next to it another store and they somehow belong together but are separate stores. I can already tell you the name of this store is what you can expect. They rob your money. The cheapest I was able to find inside was like 30 euros and the most expensive was probably more than 1,000. There are not many cheap things and all are designer clothes. I mean, the quality of the clothes seemed fine. I mean, is the quality really fine? I don't know. I mean, I saw some things, they were just pure plastic fabric, like, and for so much money, I don't know. But this is no cheap secondhand store, definitely. They had only little pieces compared to the other stores and only women's wear. Okay, the vibes, they were classy and the stuff was queer, but honestly a bit snobbish. I didn't like it. It was a bit further from the center and the try-on friendliness was, well, they had change rooms that were separated by curtains and one huge mirror in the middle, which I find awful. I hate when I have to fit clothes in front of other people when I'm not sure whether they fit me or not, but I guess this is my personal preference. Overall, it is nothing for a normal thrift day, more so for people looking for the expensive shit, so... So I just went to this one vintage store where, like, you know, I thought like, oh yeah, this is a quite well-known store. Turns out like most of the pieces are like 880 euros or something. And I was like, damn, I didn't expect to pay like 800 euros for a piece of, I guess, vintage. Like, this is not secondhand. I guess this is secondhand. They were all like Gucci, Mucci, Dolce and Gabbana, etc. But secondhand, but like, whoa. It's definitely on the more pricey side, but we're going to the next one. New Skin Vintage. Welcome to this colorful adventure. This store was definitely fun. It had a great atmosphere and it was surprisingly big with an upper floor directly in the heart of Athens, Monastiraki. Again, a curated shop with prices from mid to expensive. Again, considering the second-hand aspect, I don't know, most forgot probably that the idea at some point was about affordable and sustainable clothing, but okay. I would say it's in a similar price range with yesterday's bread, but not every article had a clear price tag. The clothes looked all good and taken care of, and they had a huge variety of things. You can definitely find something there. They had many things for men also. I would say the women to men ratio was like 60-40, which is totally fine. The vibes of the store were so colorful and fun, but on that specific day at least, the staff didn't match the energy at all. I was more so drained by them, unfortunately. But I mean, that's human. It's good to reach. There are like a bazillion ways to get there, and the try-on friendliness was great. Change rooms with mirrors, light, privacy. Well done. I liked it. You should definitely give it a shot. So I left the other store and now I'm next to the Kilo store. Well, this shop is, as far as I know, a chain, and they also have it in other countries. The concept is that you buy clothes depending on their weight. However, this is already the first problem. You enter the shop and the first thing you see is a table with colors and prices, which should explain how to calculate the prices of your clothes. However, I found it first of all a bit confusing, and second of all, not all pieces were working like this. Some just had a fixed price. And price transparency in my eyes was not given due to the confusing system. The variety was huge and they had a lot for both men and women, and you can definitely find some rare and cool pieces, but they also have some crap there, if I'm being honest. The vibe of the store is great. It's big and has nice music, the stuff is nice, and it has an upper floor just for men. The location is easy to reach, just like the store before, and they also had good change rooms with mirrors and good light, and overall it's a nice atmosphere, but the price thing throws me off, really. I also checked their ratings on Google Maps and people have a very similar opinion with me. Some are amazed by how many things they have and the quality. Others are devastated by the quality of the pieces. And in general, the price thing is a really, really big topic because it is indeed quite confusing and also very expensive sometimes, which really is not the reason why you would go and buy secondhand things. The Kilo shop was very nice. Like, overall it was very nice. It has many things there. The products, they look extremely good, like many of them, not all of them honestly. It is just so difficult to understand what you would end up paying there. Like, it is so difficult. Because you have the kilos and you see the prices in the beginning when you get into the shop. Then you basically have to take a picture. Then you end up being confused because there are or many colors or many of the things are actually not with kilos. So you actually just pay a fixed price. I really didn't like that. I didn't understand, like, for many pieces how much they would cost. Like, I would just be there, see a thing, say, oh, that looks interesting, I like it. But honestly, if I go to the fucking cashier now, it might cost 70 euros or 10. Not really the vibe I'm going for. I like when things are very clear. When I have an overview, when I know how much I will be paying, not so nice. The holy verdict. If I had to rank the stores that we saw today, there are of course some clear winners and some not so winners. On the 5th place is definitely Piracy Vintage. Not because it is a bad store, but I will freak out during the try-on and then I will get a stroke at the cashier. It is just not what a normal consumer goes for, I think. Place 4 is V for Vintage. I just didn't like the shop experience. Half my brain capacity was occupied by me thinking whether someone looked at me while I was shopping and I would just end up pretending to look and leave at the point that I thought made sense. The try-on is also not convenient. The products themselves are cool, but also only little for man. So yeah. The number 3 is the Kilo shop. Well, mainly for the price concerns, honestly, and the confusion. You can give it a try, and I really hope that with some patience and money on your bank account, you'll be able to find your next favorite piece, but I can't promise. Number 2 is the new skin vintage. It's just so nicely located and very inviting, I find, which makes it more fun to spend time there, definitely. So check it out. And our winner today is yesterday's bread. Just overall a good store, feels warm, feels friendly, yet a bit expensive for second hand, but they are all, unfortunately. It's a tiny bit further away, but if you're in Athens, go check it out just for the sake of it. There are, of course, more famous vintage shops in Athens, and I will check them out next week. So if you want to support me and you thought it was insightful, leave me a like or subscribe. It will make me feel appreciated. My name is Felixxx, and see you in the next one.